1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And welcome on in this evening to TBL TV coverage of the Potwotami Fire versus the Enid Outlaws. I'm Christian Cat with TBL TV with assistant coach Emmanuel Tony. Coach, first off, a lot of injuries for the Enid Outlaws coming into this game. What can you tell me about who's available and who's not?
Well, right now I can tell you we have Marcus, Q, Eric, and Corey down right now. A couple guys sick, a couple guys injured, but I feel like they'll be back soon to bounce back.
And now you mentioned three of your big guys inside, three of your centers not available tonight. What was the game plan going into tonight? How are they going to fill those voids against a very strong center in Anthony Allen?
We just have to play hard for one another. We have people that came in that obviously are undersized, but they play hard, they work hard, and if we do it as a unit, we can make up for that.
And now a big night for a lot of fans circling into the building right now. What do you need from the Enid Outlaw faithful, the fans in the stands tonight?
The same energy and love that they always give. That's all we need. We just need an extra little push tonight.
Gotcha. Again, Coach, thank you for your time. I appreciate it, and good luck.
Appreciate you.
We'll be right back on TBL TV with tip-off between the Fire and the Outlaws. Cool. Thank you so much, Coach. All of the best.
It is a Friday night in Enid, Oklahoma, and there is no better place to be than the Strive Bank Center as your Enid Outlaws take on the Potwotami Fire. Before we get underway, we ask that you please rise, remove your caps, and join us in a moment of silence. And now our national anthem, which will be sung by Raymond Nazario.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
How about a big hand for Raymond Nazario? And now let's introduce the starting lineups in this one. First of all, for the Potwotami Fire. A guard number 0, Deshaun Wilson. A guard number 1, Tevin Foster. A forward number 4, Mustafa Traore. A forward number 15, David Geipel. And the center, number 6, Anthony Allen. Head coach Eric Rowland of the Potwotami Fire. Now, ladies and gentlemen, get up and make some noise for your Enid Outlaws. First of all, the non-starters. A 6'4" forward from East Central University, number 8, K.D. Moore. A 6'3" guard from Ripon College, number 10, Trent Jones. A 6'2" guard from Southeast Missouri State, number 11, Marcus Wallace. A 6'6" forward from the University of West Florida, number 15, Jared Henderson. A 6'8" forward from Alcorn State, number 23, DeCarlos Holmes. A 6'9" center from Mount Zion, number 33, Corey Boyd. And a 6'11" center from Southern University, number 34, Demontre McFarland. And now the starting lineups for your Outlaws. A 6'1" guard from LSU Shreveport, number 2, Tom Damian Evans. A 6'6" guard from Wiley College, number 3, Ricardo Artis II. A 6-foot guard from Carlson State, number 4, Trot Guy. A 6'6" forward from Jackson State, number 5, Venjie Wallis. And And the 6'7" forward from Nickel State, number 12, D'Angelo Hunter. Assistant coach Emmanuel Tony, head coach Mark Dana, and your Enid Outlaws.
And we welcome you on in here to the Stride Bank Center. It's time for TBL Central Basketball on TBL TV. My name is Christian Cat, the voice of the Outlaws, and we are in for a treat. In-state rivalry between the Enid Outlaws and the Potwotami Fire here live on TBL TV. On the floor already you see all of the Potwotami Fire with the mostly black uniforms, kind of a white over the shoulders, and the Enid Outlaws are wearing the all-white uniforms. Enid comes into this game fourth in the TBL Central, standing at 7-3. They've lost 2 of the last 3 games, winning the last game versus the Lightning. And the Potwotami Fire coming to this game first in the TBL Central at 8-2. Their only 2 losses have come against Enid, but last Friday night, the Fire got some revenge, and they won their first win against the Enid Outlaws in a blowout affair, an absolute blowout, 113-91. Both teams have taken the floor. You just heard the starting 5s for both sides. Enid without their 3 starting centers. No Corey Boyd, no Quantel Denson, no Eric Hamilton. It'll be up to D'Angelo Hunter and a cast of characters to guard inside Anthony Allen, the big man for the Potwotami Fire. The 4th edition of this brand new rivalry in the TBL Central is underway right now. Tip is up, and it's not going to count. We'll do it again. Venjie Wallis on the court, getting the start for the Outlaws as a result of a lot of those injuries down below. So Allen versus Wallace for the tip-off. Let's do it again. This time it's won by the Fire as Deshaun Munson, who is the 3rd in the TBL in scoring this season, brings it across the timeline. Munson guarded up top by Guy. To Traore near wing. Traore drives inside. Step back Jimmy. No. Rebound taken by Ricardo Artis, and here come the Outlaws. Ricky Artis leads the team in rebounds. He is a menace in the paint. Corner 3, Hunter. Off back iron, no good. Last time these 2 teams met, it was just one thing. Enid could not make their layups. They were held to 25% inside the paint in the first half, and that was the story of the game. Munson pass inside to Allen. Guarded by Artis, turn around, shot off the glass, won't go. Rebound to D'Angelo Hunter, Enid ball. Chuck Guy, passing it inside, back to the basket, Wallace, pump fakes once, puts it up, won't get it to go. Rebound loose, it's still loose, it's going out of bounds, it'll go to Enid. Nice battle underneath from Venjie Wallis. He could have easily given up. He was surrounded by Fire players, but did not give up and earned his team an extra possession. It'll be the rookie, Davion Evans, inbounding. Chuck Guy guarded up top by Tevin Foster. Foster exploded. 2-pointer put up and no good. Foster had 33 points in last win for the Fire. They beat the Rockwall Severners. No score yet. Fire ball. Munson doing what he does best, backing it down his man in the paint, kicks it around the perimeter. Foster far wing. Pass inside. It's tipped out of bounds. And they're going to say it will stay with Fire. Guy thought it went off the hand of Munson after he tipped it, but that was not the call on the floor. Potwotami ball. Munson inbound to Allen. Back to the basket, a handoff, faked it, and nearly traveled, and yes, he did travel. It'll be a 24 shot clock violation regardless, but it's a turnover either way. Enid ball. We're happy to have you here on TBL TV. My name is Christian Cat, the voice of the Enid Outlaws here in a packed Stride Bank Center. Tonight is family fun night. There was food trucks outside, face painting, hula hooping with the Enid dance team. It was a whole lot of fun outside the Stride Bank Center, and everyone made their way inside to root on the Outlaws. And for that matter, the Potwotami Fire fans also migrated about 2 hours up the road. Driving in this Guy for 2. He got fouled and will go to the free throw line, shooting 2. It's been a clunky start of this game, as Guy will go to the charity stripe looking to score the first points for either team. And in the Enid Outlaws' last win, Chuck Guy had 28 points and 7 assists. On the season, he averages 18 points per game. First free throw won't go, too strong off the back iron. That's a rarity for Guy. He averages 85% from the free throw line. And one more free throw on the way for Guy. That one won't go either. Once in a blue moon, we're still tieless. Layup up the other direction won't go. It's rebounded by Wallace, and here come the Outlaws. The shoe fell off Munson. Enid's running a 5-on-4 now. They got to push the pressure. Evans for three from the near wing. Bang! Cadavion Evans breaks the scoreless tie, and the Enid Outlaws are on top 3-0. Munson, the far side front court. Guarded up top by Chuck Guy. Screen up top, driving on this Munson. Euro step, puts it up. Good, and one. He's going for 3 points the old-fashioned way to answer the Cadavion three-pointer. We have some debris on the floor. I'm not exactly sure what fell on the court from the courtside fans. I think something fell on the floor and shattered and just kind of went across the front court. It looks like everything's all right now. Deshaun Munson goes to the free throw line, shooting one to try to tie the game up with 9:45 to play in this first period. Fire first in the TBL Central. In second is the Shreveport Mavericks at 9-2. Dallas Skyline also at 9-2. And then in fourth are the Enid Outlaws at 10-3. Free throw is good and the three-point conversion is made. Tie ball game here at the bank. Chuck Guy guarded up top by Foster. Gets the screen from Wallace. Kicks it out to Wallace. He's open for three. He won't get it to go. Rebound loose taken by Foster. Pass ahead, pushing the pace. Gets it inside to Traore. But his pass outside goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Fire. Allen was turned his back and was walking down the other side of the court. It initially went off of Allen and then off of Wallace and then went out of bounds. So it'll stay with the Potwotami Fire. Munson the far wing. He thrives down below. Not a shooter at all. Pass out to Allen. Back to the basket. Allen kicks it out to the far wing. Where it's Traore for three. Rimmed out. Rebound. Godbolt puts it back up and gets it to go. David Godbolt for two and the lead. 5-3. Fire on top. Hunter has his pass intercepted. It's Munson in transition. He slams it home with two hands. 7-3. Fire on top. Defense turning into offense for Deshaun Munson. Now driving in his Artis. Puts it off the glass. Won't go to go. No foul. Other direction come the Fire. Traore gives it off. Now Munson near wing. Puts up a three-pointer. And that air ball. And you see why he does not shoot those. This season, Deshaun Munson shooting 11% from the free throw line. Near corner, a travel is going to be called, or rather out of bounds is Chuck Guy. And it's turned over to the Fire. Timeout called on the floor. We'll take a timeout with them on TBL TV. The Potwotami Fire lead the Enid Outlaws 7-3 here on TBL TV. We'll be right back.
Advanced Water Solutions, McDonald's, Stanley's Plumbing, Enid Livewell, Olson Animal Hospital, S&S Powder Coatings, and Cherokee Ranch Land and Cattle Company. At Cherokee Ranch, open daily. They're downtown Enid by the ballpark and across the street from the Tri-Bank Center. Come taste the West. Hey, we've also found a cell phone in one of the ladies' rooms. If you are missing your cell phone and you look like the picture on here, I might give it back to you. Come down to the store table.
Outlaw Nation, Outlaw Nation, Outlaw Nation. Let me see you get those hands together. Oh, you can do better than that, Outlaw Nation. You can do, let me see you get those hands together. Let's get ready to support our team in women's game tonight. Outlaws on three, Outlaws on three. 1, 2, 3.
And we welcome you back here on TBL TV. Out of the timeout, it's Fireball. They're on top by 4 over the Enid Outlaws here in the battle of the TBL Central. Enid leads the series 2-1 this season. Debut season of the Fire. Munson drives inside, lowers his shoulder, puts it up, and puts it in. That's his game, using his strength to work his way inside, does Deshaun Munson, and he did it right there. 6-point lead for the Fire. Again, the Enid Outlaws are missing 4 guys who touch the floor so often. 3 of their starting centers. They really have a center by committee. And then you have Marcus Wallace, who is still working on that hamstring injury, who is their best 3-point shooter behind Kadavion Evans. A defensive 3 seconds call, and that's a free throw opportunity now for the Enid Outlaws. FIBA rules. Evans puts it in, and Enid will retain possession. 5-point lead for the Fire now. Still Enid ball. The Enid Outlaws are run by the On-Point Operations Group here in Oklahoma. General Manager Jonathan Reed, and quick inbound, quick in. Artis got it to go. 9-6, Fire on top. Driving on his Munson for 2 off the glass. That one rimmed out. It's rebounded by Ricardo Artis. He would not be denied. Other direction from the Outlaws. They got kind of numbers here. 5-on-3. Back to the basket. Hunter inside. Artis for 2. Off the glass and good. Falling to his back. Ricardo Artis finishes the ball. It's a 1-point game. Fire on top. 9-8. Far wing. You have Munson directing traffic in the paint. Going to work against Hunter. Kicks it out. Foster away downtown 3. Got it to go. Tevin Foster makes it a 4-point leader of the Fire. Top of the key, stepping into one is Chuck Guy. The answer is good. He's not really known for shooting those. He shoots 19% from beyond the arc this season. That one goes in. Back to a 1-point game. Munson calling out traffic in the paint. Swings it to Godbolt near wing. Now Foster between his legs. Crossover, kicked it out. Now Traore. Mustafa from the far wing. Drives inside. Offensive foul. It's going the other way. Extended that forearm into the chest of Hunter. And it's turned over to the Enid Outlaws. Spoke with assistant coach before the game, Emmanuel Tony, about his team, about how injury depleted they are at the moment inside. Showing a lot of fight here in the first quarter. At the near wing, Wallace kicks it back out to Chuck Guy at the near wing. Guy drives inside, pulls up, kicks it out, top of the Evans for 3 in the lead. Rimmed out, rebound loose, tipped up, almost in. Rebounded, eventually taken down by Mustafa Traore. Pass ahead underneath is tipped for a second, ball out of bounds. It'll go to the Fire. Potwotami ball, and the Outlaw bench cannot believe it, but it'll stay Fire ball. Halfway through this first quarter, it's been a fun back and forth game. It was kind of this way last week this time when these two teams matched up, but the Fire just kept on coming, and Enid did not have an answer inside. Spin over in the paint, no travel call. The hook shot's up and good for Joel Wright. Fire lead by 3. Head coach Mark Janoff from the Outlaws wanted to travel inside. A couple steps there, but not enough to get the whistle. D'Angelo Hunter pass inside to Artis. Pumps once, pumps twice. The third time puts it up, won't get it to go. Tip in, yes. Ricardo Artis, a beast inside. Second chance points, makes it a 1-point game. Deshaun Munson going to work against Chuck Guy. Driving inside, up and under, no, the first chance. And a long rebound by Chuck Guy. It's a 3-on-3 moving. Evans back to Guy. Guy inside to Hunter for 2. Too strong off the glass, rebound, Artis. Assuming that's a rebound from Venjie Wallis, but it's stripped out of his hands. Then Wallace got the steal. For 3, it's Guy. Back iron, no. Got his own rebound, however. It's still Outlaws ball, and a kickball going to be called against Tevin Foster. Enid retains possession. Getting ready to check on into the game for the Enid Outlaws is KD Moore. And watch out if he gets some space under the rim. He can rock the basket like the best of them. KD Moore, known for his slam dunks. 5 minutes to play here in this first period. The clock just never ran, as we do have an injury on the near corner. It's Ricardo Artis. He's going to walk off the floor for the time being. I'm not exactly sure what the issue is at the moment, as he is trying to catch his breath. I think he may have slipped on the near corner. I just didn't see it happen. Enid ball, top of the key, Evans crossover dribble, inside against Godwell, pumps once, his shot's rejected. Put back KD Moore, and KD Moore cleans up the mess. 15-14, Enid takes the lead once again. Deshaun Munson on the near wing. Guarded by Guy. A steal for Hunter, and there goes D'Angelo Hunter. Two-handed jam. Enid on top by 3. And here come the Outlaws fans getting into it. Munson on the near wing. Got it up top by Evans. Hand off. Crossover dribble inside to Deshaun Munson. Pass inside to Joel Wright for 2. Shot won't go. Rebound off the leg of Potwotami and out of bounds. It'll be Enid ball. Even though they're undermanned in this game, the Outlaws are coming out with attitude, with energy, with authority. And the fans are doing the same thing. KD Moore drives in. His hook shot will go. Back-to-back baskets off the bench from KD Moore. It's Munson on the far wing, guarded by Chuck Guy. Those two are going at it all game long. A double team. Here comes KD Moore. Munson pass inside, goes to Traore. Traore for 2. Shot won't go. Got his own rebound. Traore again. And he got fouled on the second attempt. And Mustafa Traore will go to the free throw line, shooting 2. You are listening to TBL Basketball on TBL TV. Timeout called on the floor. Stay right here. It is 19-14. The Enid Outlaws lead with 3:39 to play in the first quarter. It's TBL TV.
Please welcome to the court your Enid Outlaw dance team. Lexi, Chandler, Chloe, Lori, Mia, and Dizzy.
And we welcome you back to TBL TV, a big matchup in the TBL Central between these two in-state rivals. Some are calling it the Red Dirt Shootout, the Red Dirt Rivalry, Baby Bedlam. 5-4 lead for the Outlaws. 3:39 to play in the first period. Free throw on the way for Traore. It won't go. He's got one more. And the next for Mustafa will go in. And here come the Outlaws. Chuck Guy across the timeline, guarded up top by Tevin Foster. Gets a screen from Trent Jones, who just checked in. And Trent Jones gets it off the screen, driving inside. Nearly traveled, no call was made. Got the ball back on a tip out. and he won't get the shot to go, and a foul is called underneath on the floor against Mustafa Traore. Enid retains possession. It looks like Trent Jones did get away with a travel inside the perimeter when he stumbled to his left, but no whistle was blown. A great crowd here in attendance at the Stride Bank Center in downtown Enid, taking in Enid Outlaw and Potwotami Fire basketball. Chuck Guy at the far wing. Get the screen up top, bounce pass inside, layup up and rimmed out, no good on the layup from DeCarlos Holmes. Just joined the team last week. Tevin Foster from the far wing dumps it inside. Joel Wright now working against KD Moore. Backing down his man. No whistle blown. And he puts it up and in. Joel Wright connects. It's a 2-point game. Kadavion Evans swings it to KD Moore. Now it's Guy with a screen from Moore. Doesn't use it. Guy, step back, long two. It's short. Foster got the rebound, hand off to Munson. Ball slipped out of the hands of Munson. It stays with Enid. Bounce pass inside. Evans, the layup. He's good on the finger roll. 2:30 to play in the first period. Enid 21, Fire 17. Now it's Tevin Foster. He can light it up from beyond the arc. Watch out for him. He had 33 points on the win most recently in the last game for the Fire. Jones running the defense. Pass inside is stolen away. DeCarlos Holmes tips it to Moore. KD Moore puts it up, and he puts it in. He got the friendly roll off the front of the rim. KD Moore, he put on the Jets after crossing the half-court line and would not be denied. Biggest lead of the game for the Outlaws. Munson has it on the near side corner. Pass inside, backdoor courting Wright, and Wright got it to go with a beautiful feed inside. Great court vision from Munson. Evans for two, mid-range transition shot. Will go, and one. Oh, count the basket for Kadavion Evans. And KD Moore daps him up. Love the fight from the rookie. Evans at the line shooting one on 3 points the old-fashioned way.
Team foul number 4 in the quarter. At the free throw line, Kadavion Evans shoots one.
To extend the lead to 7, it's good. Enid has their game-high 7-point lead, 26-19. Outlaws lead, 1:38 to play in this first quarter. It's Deshaun Munson. Enid's been handling him so far in this game. He hasn't hurt them as much as he did last time these two teams played when he had 31 points. And a foul is called in the paint against the Outlaws. Tevin Foster says, "Thank you very much. That's what I'm talking about." Paraphrasing, of course, from here in the booth. Checking into the game for the Fire is Nathaniel Rigmaiden. You'll see him run the point for the second team. And D'Angelo Hunter checks back in the game for the Enid Outlaws. Tevin Foster has it in the far side front court. Driving inside, Foster cuts the lane and got it to go. Oh, what a drive for Tevin Foster. Put the Jets on after crossing the perimeter and would not be denied. Far wing, it's KD Moore. He hands off to Trent Jones. Jones cuts inside, pulls up at the free throw line. No. Tip in, won't go for KD Moore. The second chance won't go either. And a foul is called underneath eventually against Tevin Foster. I believe it was called on the rebound attempt, but either way, Enid is in the bonus. So D'Angelo Hunter will go to the free throw line, shooting two.
Number 12, D'Angelo Hunter. He'll shoot two.
Free throw up and good for D'Angelo Hunter.
Into the game for the Outlaws, number 5, Venjie Wallis.
Now Hunter at the free throw line with one more on the way. Shot won't fall, and now it's Fire ball, trailing by 6. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Rigmaiden, top of the key, guarded by Trent Jones. Getting more playing time with a whole lot of injuries on that Enid sideline. Ball tossed to Traore, falling out of bounds. Ball's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Fire. 9 seconds on the shot clock. 47 seconds on the first quarter game clock. Happy to have you folks here this evening on a Friday night on TBL TV. My name is Christian Cat on the call. the voice of the Enid Outlaws. 6-point lead for Enid. Fire ball. Inbounding is Rigmaiden on the far back corner. Conversation having been between the head coach of the Fire, Derek Rowland, and the scorers table right now. Still awaiting the inbound. I'm not sure what we're waiting for. And now we're ready to go. Rigmaiden inbound to Foster with 8 on the clock, on the shot clock. Top of the key. Deep three for Foster. Back iron, no. Rebound out of bounds. It'll go to Enid. 41 seconds to play in the game clock of the first quarter. Enid 27, Potwotami 21. Evans guarded up top by Theo Johnson. Hand off to KD Moore. Decide not to go 2 for 1 here. Pass inside, KD Moore back to the basket. Puts up a 2-pointer. Won't go off the back iron. Ball poked away. It's taken by the Fire. Rigmaiden out of control, loses it and got fouled. In the bonus are the Fire. And shooting 2 will be Nathaniel Rigmaiden. A lot of great events here at the Stride Bank Center. Concerts, comedy shows. Also a lot of banquets in the building next door. And of course, the home of the Enid Outlaws. First free throw won't go for Rigmaiden. He's got one more on the way. This building was also used to be the home of the Oklahoma Flying Aces arena football team for one season. Team has since moved to Kansas. Rigmaiden toes the line and won't get either to go. Enid ball, and they can hold for the final shot of the first quarter. Chuck Guy directing traffic underneath. He wants Evans. He got Evans in the near front court. Evans with 8. Guarded up top by Johnson. Step back 3 with 5. Back iron, no. Rebound Hunter. Poked out of his hands. 1 on the clock. Turnaround jumper. Wallace at the horn. Oh, it would have been amazing if that one fell, but it falls. Air ball. At the end of the first quarter, Enid on top of the Fire. 27-21. Stick around on TBL TV. We're just getting started.
This quarter break brought to you by McDonald's.
All right, Outlaw Nation, we got Jackson. Jackson, wave your hand for me, Jackson. Josiah, wave your hand for me, Josiah. We got Jackson and Josiah. We can make out a little contest. Layup, free throw, 3-pointer. First to make it gets a special prize from our sponsors, Chick-fil-A. Let's get a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go! We got one ready layup. Second attempt. You can catch it, you don't have to make the layup. We got a layup good down here. Let's get our hands together for him right there. It's a good bucket. Both contestants at the free throw line. Oh, free throw's good. He's lining it up. You're gonna have to shoot your shot. 3-pointers getting close. Both contestants at the 3-point line. Who's gonna win? It's getting close. It's getting close. Come on, guys. Give us some encouragement. Give us some encouragement. We got one shot. You want to call one shot? You each get one shot. Oh, we got a winner. Let's make some noise, Stride Bank Center, for the winner, Josiah!
Happy to have you back here on TBL TV. 27-21. The Enid Outlaws lead over the Potwotami Fire here on TBL TV. My name is Christian Kent, the voice of the Outlaws. Let's get going. Second quarter action starts right now. Enid begins the second quarter with the ball. It'll be Chuck Guy. Guy at the near wing. Has a screen from Artis, instead delivers to Wallace at the point. Venjie Wallis cutting inside to the rack. Layup, no, but he got hacked. And we'll go to the free throw line, shooting 2.
Book the foul on number 7. Theo Johnson is his second. First team foul in the quarter. At the free throw line for your Outlaws.
So Venjie Wallis at the charity stripe, shooting 2. 11:43 to play in this first half. Enid off to the hot start. We'll see if they can hold on to the lead. First shot won't go off the back iron. One more free throw on the way for Venjie Wallis. One thing I'm not seeing a whole lot of in this game is Anthony Allen. Ball tipped down. It stays with Enid on the second missed free throw. Layup won't go for Artis. Second layup won't go either. Ball loose out of bounds. It'll go to Enid. Outlaw ball. As Chuck Guy will inbound from the baseline. Gets it into the far corner. Artis driving baseline. Gets fouled. And he wants to go slam down a dunk after the whistle that wouldn't have counted. Kind of embarrass yourself there. You never want to get rim stuffed, especially when the play doesn't count. It'll stay with Enid on the floor. Foul. On the reach in. This guy will inbound in front of the Fire bench. Enid fourth in the Central. First place, Fire. Chuck Guy at the far wing. Step back, triple on the way. It's no good. It's rebounded by Potwotami. Rig Maiden at the near wing. Chuck Guy rarely shoots those. He hit his first attempt, did not make his second. Came into this game shooting 19% from beyond the arc. Driving in is Theo Johnson. Hands off to Joel Wright. Wright pushes off, puts it up, and won't get it to go. Tip out, rebound Guy. Here come the Outlaws running the break. It's a 3-on-4. They push the pace either way. Trent Jones, underhand pass to Wallis for 2. Yes. Venjie Wallis opens up the scoring in the second quarter. Enid with their biggest lead of the game. They're on top by 8. Rig Maiden not called for the travel. Inside, but elbow jumper won't go. Rebound Joel Wright. His putback is no good, but he got fouled.
Personal foul number 5, Venjie Wallis is his second.
So going to the line, shooting 2 will be Joel Wright.
At the free throw line for the Fire is number 9, Joel Wright, shooting 2.
Joel Wright, a newer addition to the Fire, joined them just last week. First free throw is up and good for Wright. He now has 7 points in the game. And the next will go as well. Leading scorers in this affair so far, Joel Wright has 8. Leading scorer for Enid is Kadavion Evans with 7. At the top of the key, it's Hunter open for 3. Bang! It's the tray for D'Angelo Hunter. Now he's got 8 points. And the Outlaws lead by 9. Rig Maiden got it up top by Guy. 4-3 rejected by Guy. Ball falling out of bounds. Loose ball taken. It's still loose and now taken by the Outlaws. All alone, Hunter. One-handed layup, good. Timeout called on the floor by a frustrated Derek Rowland of the Fire. We'll take a break on TBL TV. The Outlaws are firing up the Stride Bank Center. It's Enid 34. Potwotami 23 with 10 minutes to play in the first half.
With the Oklahoma Outlaws playing at 2 o'clock. This team is led on the floor by your majority owner and general manager, Jonathan Reed. Then your Enid Outlaws take on the Roswell Severners tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. This game is going to be our service night game. We'll have Enid's finest police, fire, and EMT posted outside before the game, starting at 5 o'clock. And all service workers, fire, police, EMTs, and military active or retired, get into the game for only $5. Just show a badge or ID to get this discount. And folks, we are launching a new program for kids. It's called The Little Sixth Man. We'll name one every home game. You'll get to meet the team and sit on the bench during the game, along with a few other surprises. For more information, contact Corey Bennett at the merchandise table. sixth man is Drake Dent. Drake Dent. How about a big hand for Drake, our little sixth man for your Outlaw.
Fireballs, we enter this out of timeout. Under 10 minutes to play in the first half. Top of the key, driving on inside is Dwayne Lathan. Hits stripped out of his hands, and Trent Jones got the steal, and he got fouled. Man, you see how active that Enid Outlaw bench is. Katie Moore, hard to contain as Tony had to motion him over to the bench. A different kind of energy here this evening for the Outlaws, and yes, it's easier when your shots are falling. But compared to 1 week last week on the April 1st, it's a different kind of energy from the Outlaws, and another foul called inside against the Fire. It's Enid ball. .9:36 to play in this first half. Outlaws 34, Fire 23. And D'Angelo Hunter will inbound. Gets the in a Chuck guy at the near front court. Guarded by Rig Maiden. Hand off to Trent Jones. Now Hunter near wing. Back to Guy. Jones open for three off the screen. Puts it up. Won't get it to go. Long rebound Hunter. It stays with the Outlaws. Second chance opportunity. Guy pass inside to Artis off his midsection and out of bounds. It'll go to the Fire. Enid had their fair share of rebounds the last time these two teams squared off. They just were not finishing under the basket. A little bit different this evening. Outlaws lead by 11. Rig Maiden in the far wing. Overhead pass goes out of bounds, and it's turned over. Just too tall for Dwayne Lathan. A great crowd here at the Stride Bank Center rooting on their TBL champion Enid Outlaws in this budding rivalry. It's the debut season for the Potwotami Fire. They've taken the lead by storm. Similar to Enid last year, Potwotami's in first place in their division. In the conference, excuse me. Top of the key, 4-3, Venjie Wallis. Rimmed out, tip in from Jones won't go, and it's rebounded by Lathan. Here comes Deshaun Munson, pass inside, deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Fire. On the floor now is Anthony Allen. He really ate Enid alive, and that's when Enid had two out of their three centers on the floor, Corey Boyd and Eric Hamilton. Neither of those two are on the floor this evening. Pass inside is intercepted. A tip from Artis. Now to Jones. Layup up and no good. And the putback jam is two-handed finish by D'Angelo Hunter. He got it to go. And the Outlaws lead by a game-high 13. Pull-up three from the corner won't go by Lathan. It's out of a foul's going to be called. And we're still waiting who it's against. It'll be against the Outlaws. Potwotami ball. .8:18 to play here in the first period, in the first half, 36-23. Outlaws out to a 13-point lead. As D'Angelo Hunter will take a well-deserved break on the side. Get some high fives from the crowd and grab some H2O. Deshaun Munson inbound to Allen, top of the key. Allen hands up to Traore. Mustafa Traore, spin move in the paint. Turnaround jumper from the elbow, will go. Nothing but net for Mustafa Traore. Chuck Guy at the far wing. Dribbles to the top of the key, pulls up, pass inside, reverse layup, Wallace rejected. He got the ball back from his rear end. His shoulder blades were touching the ground. Jones drives in, pull up, mid-range jumper, won't go. Rebound, put back, won't go either. but fouled is Venjie Wallis, and Wallis will go to the free throw line, shooting 2.
Personal foul number 7, Theo Johnson, his 3rd personal foul. At the free throw line for your Outlaws, number 5, Venjie Wallis, shooting 2.
Venjie Wallis has been so good in this game. Not really showing on the stat sheet points-wise. Got 4 rebounds in the game, leading the Outlaws to this point. Actually make that 6 after a couple of rebounds in that possession. And the first for Venjie won't go off the back iron. He's got 1 more on the way. Again, Enid without 3 centers. Quantel Denson, Eric Hamilton, Corey Boyd, and without their best, or second best rather, 3-point shooter, Marcus Wallace. That free throw will go for Venjie. Enid on top by 12. It's Deshaun Munson of the near wing. Gets a screen, drives inside, kicks out Traore, near elbow, kicks it out far wing. Now Johnson to the paint, kicks it back out. Far wing, it's Lathan. Inside of Munson, post move shot won't go. Rebound Allen, his second chance, won't get it to go, but he got fouled. Anthony Allen going to the free throw line, shooting 2.
Personal foul number 5, Venjie Wallis, that's his 3rd. Team foul number 3 in the quarter. At the free throw line for the Fire, number 6, Anthony Allen.
And last time these two teams met up, Anthony Allen was a great second fiddle to Deshaun Munson. He had 19 points, 11 rebounds on 8 for 11 from the field. That free throw will not go. And that's not too peculiar for Allen. He's shooting 65% from the charity stripe this season. 1 more free throw on the way. And it is good. Also new into the game for the Enid Outlaws, you'll have DeCarlos Holmes on the floor, playing underneath alongside Katie Moore for Enid. Chuck Guy's got a screen from Holmes, won't use it. Drives inside, dribble hand, right hand. Bounce pass inside, Artis up and under, and good for Ricardo Artis. He's got 6 points, and the Outlaws lead by 13. Munson from the far elbow, kicks it around. 3-pointer on the way for Johnson, won't go. Ball tipped and taken by Artis. Evans helping his big man out. At the wing, you'll have Guy, guarded up top by Traore. 6.5 to play in the first half. Top of the key, Holmes a triple. Misses badly short, and it goes out of bounds. Fireball. Game's leading scorer is D'Angelo Hunter. He's got 12 points for the Enid Outlaws. Leading the Fire is Dwayne Lathan with 8 and a steal inside. Other direction, here come the Outlaws. That was actually Joel Wright with 8 points, leading the Fire. Top of the key, Evans puts up a long 2, and it's nothing but net. Cadavian Evans gets it to go. He's got 9 points. 15-point lead for the Outlaws. Driving inside, Munson, circus shot won't go. Falls to the floor, it's Outlaw ball. They've got a 5-on-4. The double handoff, it's Artis, and Artis does travel before putting the ball on the ground. A turnover, Potwotami gets the ball back. Timeout on the floor called by Fire head coach Derek Rowland. We'll take a break with them on TBL TV. It's Enid 41, Potwotami 26 with 5:32 to play in the first half. Happy to have you here on TBL TV. I'm Christian Cat, the voice of the Enid Outlaws, and right now Enid on top 41-26 over the Potwotami Fire. Thank you to all the Fire fans tuning in to this TBL TV stream. We're happy to have you here broadcasting the Red Dirt Rivalry here in the TBL in-state rivals, Outlaws and Fire. It's Deshaun Munson, the far wing. And off to Traore at the point. Mustafa guarded up top by Holmes, lost it for the second, gets it back outside, 4-3. It's no good. Got his own rebound, however, Lathan puts it up and won't get it to go on the second chance opportunity. Now Enid with numbers, a 4-on-2, underhand pass outside to Guy along two. It's good. Other direction, Munson with numbers, with the lane, drives it up, good, and one. Count the basket for Deshaun Munson. Chuck Guy's toe was just touching the line on that transition jumper. So his is a two-pointer, despite his three-point celebration. And Deshaun Munson, he's going for the old-fashioned three-point play here on the other end. As he gets some heckles from the Enid Outlaw faithful saying, don't miss it. I think they're being facetious. But he connects. It's a 10 points for Deshaun Munson. 14-point lead for Enid, 43-29, 4:49 to play in the first half. Katie Moore hands off to Chuck Guy. Now to Artis, back to Moore. Katie Moore swings it to Chuck Guy at the near wing, guarded by Tevin Foster. Guy drives in, picks up a dribble, pass inside, is over everybody, out of bounds at the end of the shot clock anyway. It's turned over to the Potwotami Fire. Checking into the game is Luther Page for the Fire. Checking out was Anthony Allen. Munson directing traffic in the paint. He's not a big shooter, so he's always going to release the ball inside the paint. Euro step inside, kicking it out. Pump faking with Lathan, drives in, puts it up and good on the finger roll. Acrobatics from Dwayne Lathan for two. Here comes Enid. It's Chuck Guy at the far wing, guarded by Tevin Foster. Pulls up for three. It's good. He doesn't shoot many of those, but in this game he is 2 for 3 from beyond the arc. That's Chuck Guy. He's got 10 points in the game. Jumper up, no good for Munson. Got his own rebound. It stays with the Fire again for a third chance. And a steal. Evans inside and falling out of bounds into the crowd was Ricardo Artis on his pass ahead. A good foul for the Fire because it was a sure-handed, easy 2 points at the other end in transition for Kadavion Evans. But now a conversation being had between the TBL referees at midcourt. Possibly clear path foul, flagrant foul. I think with this will be more than just a common foul, so shooting several free throws will be Kadavion Evans.
Free throws are coming for Kadavion Evans.
Evans out of LSU's free, Ford's first. That's no good off the back iron. He's got one more on the way.
Into the game for your Outlaws, D'Angelo Hunter.
D'Angelo Hunter checks back in, and he has been a treat. A big welcome surprise for head coach Mark Danoff coming off the bench in this game when they need him most. And it is Enid Outlaw ball. Evans swings it to Hunter at the far wing. Hand off to Artis. Ricardo Artis. Crossover dribble. And good defense outside by Lathan, preventing Ricky Artis to drive inside. Way downtown. It's a three for Chuck Guy. It won't go. It tipped out of bounds off of Ricky Artis' right hand, and it's Fire ball. 46-31. Enid Outlaws lead by 15. 3:15 to play in this second period. Enid leads the season series 2-1 over their new in-state rival, and a turnover will give Enid the ball back. Munson with a pass that just had that comet had its own heat trail behind it, soaring through the paint and out of bounds, untouched. On a fastball, here come the Outlaws. 3 minutes to play in the first half. Chuck Guy pump fakes inside, drives inside, past the Moores, an absolute dime for 2. Oh, Chuck Guy with every bit of that assist to KD Moore. Moore's got 6 points off the bench. 48-37, Outlaws lead. Far wing, Tevin Foster for 3. Short, rebound, Chuck Guy. Falls down with it and got fouled. More free throws on the way for the Enid Outlaws with 2:36 to play in this first half. Great crowd here at the Stride Bank Center, the home of the Enid Outlaws in downtown Enid. Free throw up and good for Chuck Guy. He's got one more on the way. And the good news for the Enid Outlaws fans in attendance here tonight, if they like what they see, they don't have to wait too long for the next home game. And next free throw is also good for Chuck Guy. Enid will play Rockwall tomorrow at 6 o'clock in this building. 19-point lead for Enid, their biggest of the game. Bounce pass inside is stripped and a foul's going to be called. The right arm of Luther Page was just grabbed, so he will go to the free throw line, shooting 2. It's the second foul for Ricky Artis.
Potwotami shooting to the bonus. Number 13, Luther Page, shooting 2.
Be sure to stick around for the halftime show here on TBL TV. We'll break down what happened, actually have an exclusive interview with new Enid Outlaws assistant coach Johnny Tyson. He'll make his way up to the booth and talk things over what went down in that first half. Next free throw's up, and it's also good for Luther Page. His first 2 points of the game. 17-point lead for the Outlaws. Near wing, you'll have Chuck Guy get a screen from Moore. Pass inside to Moore for 2. Oh, what a pick and roll. And Dalen Chuck Guy flexes for his bench. Chuck Guy is absolutely lighting it up as a court distributor. Pass inside deflected, nearly stolen away, but it stays with the Fire. Now that's a steal. It's Guy ahead, a 3-on-none. Ricky Artis, the fireworks and the slam. Oh, Ricardo Artis. 21-point lead for Enid. Deshaun Munson inside, puts it up. No good off the side of the rim. And a foul is called on the putback attempt from Luther Page. You could see those 3 horsemen of the Enid Outlaws. No black jersey in front of them. You knew something special was about to happen, and Ricky Artis did just that in transition. It's been a tale of 2 first halves in these last 2 meetings at the Stride Bank Center between these 2 teams. Last week on a Friday night, it was all Fire. This week, it's all Outlaws. First free throw for Page won't go.
Trent Jones checks in for your Outlaws.
KD Moore is encouraging the young fans from behind the basket to get loud and get crazy during these free throws of Luther Page, who's pointing out certain fans and saying, you, yes you, I want you to yell. And the next free throw for Page is no good. It worked out. On the other trip down the floor, KD Moore's got to say thank you. 90 seconds to play in the first half. Enid on top by 21. Top of the key, Guy to Evans for 3. He got fouled and will go to the free throw line, shooting 3. Going into the landing legs of Evans was Tevin Foster. So Cadavion at an LSU Shreveport will go to the line, shooting 3.
3 free throws are coming for Cadavion Evans.
So Cadavion shooting 3. His first, nothing but net. He's been very good from the charity stripe this season, shooting 84% from the line. That trend continues. A 23-point lead for the Enid Outlaws, with one more free throw on the way for Evans, and we're not even to the halftime break yet. Last time these two teams met up, it was a 113-91 win for the Potwotami Fire in this building. Next free throw for Evans is good. A 24-point lead for Enid. Deshaun Munson the far wing. Crossover dribble inside, collects his dribble. Pass outside, back to Munson for two. Rimmed in. Deshaun Munson, man, he is so special inside. Calm, composed, never gets shaken up. He's got 12 points in the game. Top of the key, KD Moore, guarded by Munson. Hands off to Ricardo Artis. Ricky Artis between his legs, crossover inside for two, rimmed out with the left hand. Ricky Artis wanted a foul, gets a help from a fan. Munson drives inside. Nearly a travel, no foul called. Corner three on the way for Lathan, it's good. He's got 5 points all in the second quarter. 34 seconds on the game clock. Layup up in the first half, no good. Rebound, Fire, here comes Potwotami. Ball tipped and jumping over the scorer's table and over the scorekeeper was KD Moore. My goodness. Oh my word. That's the non-stop action you see on TBL TV. KD Moore's okay. The scorekeeper's okay right at half court.
Shout out to the big man with the agile
Oh man. Oh. That could have been very bad, but everybody's okay. It'll stay Fire ball after all of that. Potwotami retains possession. 26.2 seconds on the clock. 7-second differential between the game and shot clock here in the first half. Enid out to a big lead. They're on top by 19. Munson going to hold for the end of this shot clock, it appears. Gets the screen, doesn't use it, drives inside. Ball tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Fire. 10 seconds remaining in this shot clock. 14.7 remaining on the game clock of the first half. Stick around for the halftime show. We'll have an exclusive interview with new assistant coach of the Enid Outlaws, Johnny Tyson. And we'll break down what went down. Munson lost the ball, and a steal. It's a 4-on-none. Evans transition layup is good. Enid up top by 21. 7 on the clock, 6. Here's Munson at the top of the key. Driving inside, Munson to traffic, gets it away at the horn. Traore, no good. And that is the end of your first half. It's been all Enid Outlaws as Ricardo Artis fires up the crowd. 59-38, Enid on top. Halftime show coming up next on TBL TV.
Folks, if you are a volunteer for the halftime magic show, please come down to the score table. If you're a volunteer for the magic show, we'd like to see you down here at the score table.
maybe.
You want to sit down? I mean,
Maybe we should sit down. I think that might actually help.
that's cool. That's cool with me.
We're just. Back here on TBL TV for the halftime show between the Enid Outlaws and the Potwotami Fire. At halftime, Enid's on top 59-38. And a big first half, 21-point lead for the Outlaws. Right now joined by assistant coach Johnny Tyson. Welcome back to Enid first off. And second off, what did you see in that first half?
Yeah, I saw these guys, they was really hungry right now. I mean, by, the other team, the Fire team, they being a, bigger team than us, we got big guys that's injured right now. But, our guards and all, our forwards and all, small forwards, we all stepped in together, and came out and played hard together. And, this experience to me, my first game here, and I love it. These guys are playing hard. They're playing hard on both ends. They scrapping. They're getting rebounds. And, by us being, I think we got like one rebound. By how smaller we are, by playing against a bigger team, man, these guys are really playing hard and playing good tonight.
Absolutely, and last game against this very Potwotami Fire team, Deshaun Munson led all scorers with 31 points. Enid's held him under control. What have you seen from your guards, from everyone on the court, really all five guarding Munson, and what are they doing right in that first half?
Scrapping. They're playing hard together is what they're doing. They're talking to one another, they're pushing each other, and they're not giving up. They're diving on the floor, things we work in practice. Like I said, we small. A lot of our bigs are hurt right now. But our forwards, our guards are really playing big like our bigs tonight. They're playing hard. And they're getting every rebound. They're not giving up. They're diving on the floor. They're showing that they're more hungry tonight than the other team.
And right now, D'Angelo Hunter's your leading scorer. Not predominantly one of the leading scorers on that starting five, on that roster. What has he done for you guys tonight?
He did, the simple things to win. And I give it to all the guys. They did the simple things to win. And what they did it together. DeAndre, he went out there, he played hard. He played big. He played hard. He scrapped. He dived on the floor. He got big shots. He got big rebounds. And that's what it takes from all of us. We have to rebound tonight. That's the main key. Defense is there, but we get just a little bit more. That's all we need, a little bit more, and just push ourselves more. But right now, I don't really see much complaints of the guys. I mean, like I said, it's my first game, and these guys showed me that, hey, they defending champs again. Like, going winning again.
Coach, as always, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. I'm going to let you go to that locker room.
All right, I thank you a lot. Y'all have a good one.
More halftime coverage coming up on TBL TV. At halftime, the Enid Outlaws are on top 59-38. We'll be right back.
Give this guy a hand. This guy's got skills. All right. Well, it's not over yet. Next fight, the illusionist and the entertainer. So he's been working on his mind skills. So we have 3 beautiful volunteers. You guys are pretty great. Have you ever been blown in half before? Well, it only happens once, so you don't have to worry. We're not doing that today. Okay, so what we need is for you guys to pick a number, okay? I need you to pick a number between 1 and 60. And on your little card, your board there, you've got the marker. I want you guys, don't show us the number. Keep it secret. Keep it between you guys. Don't hide it, all right? And you guys agree on a number and write it down. Number? Okay, they have a number. Okay, on each one of these cards, your number may or may not be there. So we need you, all 3, to look at the cards. If your number is on there, give them a thumbs up. If the number is not there, give them a thumbs down. Okay? There you go. Is your number on this card? No. How about this one? No. How about this card? You see your number there? No. How about on this card? See your number? No? Okay. How about this one? See your number here? Okay. And on this card? You see it there? Okay. All right, you've gone through all 6 of those cards. Nate's going to see if he cannot pick the number that you have chosen. You bring in the microphone, Nate. Sorry, Nate. Sometimes it gets a little cloudy in here. On this card. All right? On both of these cards? On this card. You pick the number. This guy comes here to help you out. You got it? I think you were right around the number. What did you choose? 23 and 25? What's in between those 2 numbers? 24, is it? 24 is your number? Well, you were right around it, man. You were surrounded it. Right over. Stay right here. We just have one more time. Okay. Now, we got all these cards laying on the table. Okay? We need you guys to pick one of these cards. These are right here. Again, write your card on that couch. Don't let us see it. Okay, you got it? Let's go. And which column is your card? Can you tell us just which column it is? That column right there. Okay. Can you tell us which column is the card in now? The middle column. Where is it at? Which column? Go ahead and stand up here because he's going to have you help him out. All right, stand back just a little bit so the people can see. There you go. Your card's somewhere in there. Let's see if you can find it. Okay, we don't need that card. We need you guys to pick two piles. Pick two piles. That one and the corner one. Those two. You're going to get rid of all the rest of them. Now, you guys chose the piles yourselves, didn't you? All right, pick one more pile. Okay. Got 4 cards left. Okay, pick 2 cards. 2 cards. That one? No. Okay. Pick your, there's only 2 cards left. Pick your last card. Pick that one there. There is 1 card left. You guys have picked it. Turn your card over. What do you guys have? All right. 6 of diamonds. That was it. Good job, guys. Excellent work.
Let's hear it for Nate the Crane.
One more time, Shy Bank Center. Let's make some noise for Nate the Great. And let's welcome back to the floor the 2021 TBL champions, your Enid Outlaws.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Back here on TBL TV, it's the halftime show. I'm Christian Cat, the voice of the Outlaws, on the air right now at TBL TV. At halftime, the Enid Outlaws lead the Potwotami Fire 59-38. And it was a big first half for Enid in more ways than one. The real problem, Enid could not get anything going against the Fire a week from today, last Friday night. It was the points in the paint. That was the big problem. In the first half, Enid shot under 25% in the paint in the first half. Well, that's different in the first half of this game. Enid is shooting 66% in the paint. They're outscoring Potwotami in the paint 32-22. That's really the story of the game at the moment right now, as well as points off of turnovers. Enid outscoring Potwotami 18-6 in that category. Leading scorers for the Enid Outlaws, 15 points for Dalen Chuck Guy, 14 for Kadavion Evans, 10 for Tierra Moore, KD Moore, and 9 points for D'Angelo Hunter. For the Potwotami Fire, you'll have 12 points from Deshaun Munson, 8 points for Joel Wright, and really nothing else from anybody else on the Potwotami Fire. No one scoring more than 5 points other than Wright and Munson. At halftime, it's 59-38. Your Enid Outlaws are on top here in the Red Dirt Rivalry on TBL TV. When we return, it's third quarter action. I'll be right back.
By team owner Jonathan Reed, Enid Outlaws owner and general manager. So come on out, make a full day of it tomorrow, beginning at 2 o'clock with the Oklahoma Outlaws, and at 6 o'clock, your Outlaws take on the Rockwell Severners. It's also going to be our service night game. We'll have our Enid's finest police, fire, and EMTs outside before the game starting at 5 o'clock. And all service workers, fire, police, EMTs, and military, active or retired, get into the game for only $5. Just show a badge or ID to get this discount.
Let's go, Outlaw Nation!
And we're back here on TBL TV. Fire taking on the Outlaws as we enter the third quarter action. Pass inside to KD Moore, and KD Moore opens up the third quarter the way the Enid Outlaws played in the first half. It's good. A two-point basket from Moore extends the Enid lead to 61-38. Pass inside, far elbow jumper up, off the mark. Rebound Allen, however, stays with the Fire. One-handed jam won't go, and a foul is called. Going to the free throw line. Shooting two will be Mustafa Traore.
Personal foul number 2, Kadavion Evans, his first, team foul number 1.
Happy to have you here on TBL TV. My name is Christian Cat, the voice of the Enid Outlaws, covering every single home game at the Stride Bank Center. As Traore's first is good. He's got one more on the way. It was the points in the paint and the points off of turnovers that gave Enid this substantial lead, as Traore is true with both.
21 lead for the Outlaws. Chuck Guy gets the screen from Venjie Wallis. Pulls up, swings it to Cadavion Evans in the far wing. Pump fakes the three, drives inside, underhand pass to Wallis. Wallis back to Guy, top of the key, Chuck swings it. Hunter a three, that one's good. D'Angelo Hunter from beyond the arc. He's got 12. Ball swinging around the perimeter for the Fire. Traore dumps it inside to Allen. Allen pass inside. No whistle blown yet, and now it is an offensive foul called against Dion Lyle.
Offensive foul number 3.
Dion Lyle was a big three-point sharpshooter. Last time he played the Enid Outlaws, he chucked up 13. He was 3 for 13 from beyond the arc the last time these two teams played on Friday night last week. 24-point lead for the Outlaws, 64-40. Chuck Guy at the point. Behind the back dribble for 2. Shot won't go. Rebound Munson. Fire ball. Far wing, Mustafa Traore, a long 2. That one's good. Traore connects, and he's got all 4 points of the Fire in this third quarter. Guy directing traffic, gets it inside to Katie Moore. Moore lost the ball out of bounds. It'll go to Enid. No foul called. Katie Moore thought he was hacked. He'll settle for the consolation prize of no turnover. Chuck Guy to inbound from the far corner. Looking inside, eventually settles for outside. Wallis a three. Short rebound Munson. Here come the Potwotami Fire. Pass inside. It's stolen away. Venjie Wallis with the steal. And a kick ball is going to be called against the Fire, I believe. I think it might have been an Outlaw and a Fire player both kicking the ball, but no, it's a kick ball called against the Outlaws. The ball was loose on the ground, and it may have been kicked by Wallis himself ahead for the transition. So it is Potwotami ball. Allen backing out his man, slipped out of his hands, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Fire. Anthony Allen pleading to the official, saying he's being hacked underneath. Not getting any calls. Traore at the far elbow, guarded by Katie Moore. Lost it, but it's tipped out to Godbolt, top of the key. David Godbolt to the near wing. And a blocking foul going to be called before the shot, I believe. And yes, it's before the shot. The basket will not count. It's a blocking foul in the paint against the Enid Outlaws. Now, if the foul was delivered while the ball was in the air, different story. But the shot was taken before the shot was attempted, and the whistle was blown before the ball was out of the hands. I don't know how they're going to count this basket. They are. How about that? That's a very interesting call on the floor, and it goes against the Outlaws this time. Venjie Wallis can't believe it. So they count the three-point basket on the near wing from Dion Lyle. That is interesting. Now, I may have the rule confused. I apologize for the FIBA ruling, but it's interesting there. Godbolt going to the free throw line for the and one. A 4-point play is converted by the Potwotami Fire. A foul's called against Dion Lyle on the inbound, so it'll stay with Enid. 64-46. Outlaws lead the Fire. 18-point lead. And now it's up to Enid to avoid a run from the Fire. They can score in bunches. They proved that last Friday night. Chuck Guy in the far wing, drives inside, releases. Evans a triple. Bang! Oh, with a hand in his face. They call that one a facial for three. And we're going to have a blocking foul called. Munson colliding with Chuck Guy across half court. Two battering rams just colliding like a highway collision. Kadavion Evans leads all scorers with 17 points.
Number 23, the Carlos Holmes.
Lead is back to 21 for the Outlaws. A blocking foul called against Chuck Guy. Checking out is Wallace. On the floor now is DeCarlos Holmes, excuse me. Far wing, you'll have Munson. Guarded up top by Guy. Cross-court pass near corner. Lyle swings it to Godbolt near wing. Godbolt hands up to Traore. Traore dumps inside for two. Yes, with the right hand, the floater connects for Mustafa Traore. He's got 9 in the game. It's a 19-point lead for Enid. Chuck Guy hands off to Kadavion. Now it's KD at the top of the key. Near wing, Hunter at the near elbow puts up a 2 and puts it in. D'Angelo Hunter lets them know about it. Some shadow going back and forth there. Near wing, you'll have Munson directing traffic. Hunter providing the defense. Pass ahead, far wing, long 2. It's off back iron, no good. Rebound, Kadavion Evans. D'Angelo Hunter's got 14 points after that elbow jumper. Far wing, you'll have Chuck Guy. Swing it to D'Angelo Hunter. He's open for 3. He'll take it, and he's feeling it. Oh, D'Angelo Hunter is on the hunt. 72-48. Enid leads, pass inside, goes out of bounds off the fingertips of Traore. Turnover, Enid ball. And here come the Outlaws fans getting rowdy. They didn't like how Potwotami kind of controlled the entire game on Friday night last week. And the Outlaws fans are relishing this win here now if Enid can hold on to it. 24-point lead for the Outlaws, 72-48. Chuck Guy drives against Lyle. Pass outside. Elbow corner jumper, no good for 2. Ball out of bounds. And he'll stay with Enid. And now they change the call after a conversation between the officials. It will be Potwotami ball. 7:41 to play in this third period. Allen inside, gets fouled by DeCarlos Holmes.
Book the foul number 23 to Carlos Holmes for the Outlaws. It's his first. Team foul number
Only the first foul for Holmes.
for your Outlaws, number 10, Trent.
Still fireball. Pass inside to Anthony Allen has yet to get going in this game. Guarded by Holmes. Kicks it back out to Munson. Munson around for 3. Lyle. Back iron, no. Rebound, Allen went up and got it for a second chance. Mustafa inside. Spin move, bucket, good. Mustafa Traore again. He's got 8 points in the third quarter. 11 points on the game. 22-point lead for the Outlaws. At the top of the key, it's Chuck Guy to the far wing. Swing it to Evans off his hands. Nearly turns it over. It stays with Enid. Guy corrals it near the sideline. Chuck Guy, pump fake, step back, long 2. Butter! Oh! Oh, that's just unfair for Chuck Guy. He's got 17. Godbolt to 3, and he answers from beyond the arc. Off-balance triple for David Godbolt. Now pass intercepted. Other direction, Munson gets fouled. It'll be a blocking foul. Munson collides with KD Moore on the Stride Bank Center logo. Timeout called on the floor by the Potwotami Fire. We'll take a break with them on TBL TV. Outlaws 74, Potwotami 53, with 6:34 to play in the third period.
The Square Nutrition Energy, Coulter Chiropractic, Chick-fil-A on West Owen Cake area. The Cow is in the house tonight. Also Grace Care, Ward Construction, Elevate and Dance Space, St. Mary's Hospital, and Tory Van with Coldwell Banker Realty 3. If you would like to become a sponsor of the National Champs Enid Outlaws, please see a team member for more details. Hey folks, we've got a birthday in the house tonight. There is a birthday in the house sitting behind the short table. Travis Dunn, is it your birthday? Is it your birthday? Travis Dunn! Happy birthday, Travis. Are you gonna kill me? Happy birthday, Travis. We'll see you in Miracle League in a few weeks.
Back here on TBL TV, first free throw out of the break is no good for Munson. In the bonus now are the Potwotami Fire. And the next, that one will go. 1 for 2 that trip for Deshaun Munson. He now has 13 points in the game. 20-point lead for Enid in their home building. Katie Moore at the near wing, crossover dribble between his legs. And a reset to Evans at the top of the key. Kadavion inside, step back, long two. Back iron, no. Rebound, Godbolt. Here come the Fire. Munson inside, back to the basket, hand up Traore. Traore for 2 off the glass, and good. Mustafa Traore in traffic with contact. He's got 10 points in the third quarter. 18-point lead for Enid. Chuck Guy at the point, between his legs. Step back 2. It's short and rebounded by Munson. Here come the Fire. 2-on-3 break. Munson shot is good off the glass. What body control with Deshaun Munson. You think he's going to travel, but he wears all his weight on one leg, then the other. The balance is just unreal for Deshaun Munson. Timeout called on the floor after a brief Potwotami Fire run. Enid wants to sort things out. It's a 16-point lead for the Enid Outlaws. 74-58. Enid on top with 5:36 to play in this third period.
Stride Bank Center, we got a dance off. Calling the center floor. I need the cow from Chick-fil-A. And I need Rocky from the Enid Outlaws. Oh, we got a tag team. Now I need you guys to call out. Who's the best dancer of the group? Big Cow is showing his moves. Big Cow showing his moves. Oh, I see you with the shoulders, Rocky. And the kids are getting after it. Let's make some noise for our dance off participants tonight.
Back here on TBL TV as the kids storm the court for the dance-off between the Chick-fil-A mascot and the Rocky, the Enid Outlaw mascot. It's Enid ball. They're on top by 16. Trying to settle down the Potwotami Fire run. Still got 17 and a half minutes of this game to finish off. Can't get caught sleeping. Evans far wing, underhand pass to Wallace. Wallace drives in, lost the ball. Nearly traveled, gets it to Moore for 2. At the buzzer, yes! Katie Moore at the horn. Katie's got 14. Back to the basket, Mustafa Traore in the post for 2. No good. Rebound Allen going up to the sky, using the size with advantage. Puts it up, no, a foul is called. It'll be against David Godbolt. Enid ball. Trent Jones providing good help defense in the other end.
Personal foul on number 6. Anthony Allen is first.
First foul for Allen. You know, Anthony Allen is not dominating the painted area as he did last week. It's been helped by committee. Enid playing with 0 pure centers. And a kickball is called against Deshaun Munson. Enid retains possession. No Corey Boyd, no Eric Hamilton, no Quantel Denson. Yet, it's an 18-point lead for Enid. Near wing, step back, dribble for Guy. No good off back iron, rebound, put back Jones, and Trent Jones got it to go. His first 2 points of the game put Enid up by 20 again. Munson on the far wing. Pass inside to Anthony Allen, defense from Venjie Wallis. Asks from help, Dave Godbolt on near wing. Now it's Traore, backing down Katie Moore for 2, Traore. Off the front rim, no good, long rebound, loose, fighting for it, taken by Guy. Here come the Outlaws, 3-on-2, behind the back pass to Jones. It's no good, a rebound goes to Venjie Wallis. Wallis the putback. It's too strong and a foul is called underneath. It'll be against David Godbolt, Enid ball.
Personal foul on number 15, David Godbolt for the Fire. It's his first.
Enid retains possession, 4 minutes to play here in this third quarter. I'm Christian Cat, the voice of the Enid Outlaws, here alongside you on TBL TV. Thank you for joining us here in the Red Dirt rivalry. In-state rival, Potwotami Fire and Enid Outlaws squaring off here on a Friday night. Spin move, Wallace, no, he couldn't finish. Berger the layup. Pass inside, Katie Moore. Layup up, oh! He gave him the hezzy hey, and he gave him the finger roll for 2. 16 points for Katie Moore. Munson, no look pass to Godbolt, driving from the far corner. Traore top of the key, 12 seconds from the shot clock. 22-point lead for Enid. Mustafa Traore with 7, drives inside, offensive foul. Traore drove that right shoulder into the chest of K.D. Moore. He ate the charge, dapped up a fan on the baseline, and popped back up to his feet. Everything going the Outlaws' way in this clash on a Friday night. Davion Evans, the rookie from Shreveport in the far wing, swings it to the near wing. Chuck Guy with it. Dribbles to the top of the key. Chuck Guy lost the ball, kicks it back out. Far wing, elbow jumper, Venjie Wallis, yes. Pure. Timeout called on the floor, and the Enid Outlaw bench erupts. 82-58. Outlaws on top with 3:04 to play in the third period. We'll be back on TBL TV.
Including gathered events for the bounce foul. Last out with Ashley for the face painting. Kona Ice for the stump cone. And Starfire Coalition for the boot front. Thank you so much for helping us have a great time tonight with your Enid Outlaws.
Let me hear you, Sean Benson.
Back here on TBL TV, Enid on top of Potwotami, 82-58. Deshaun Munson on the far wing, and a foul called off the ball underneath against Venjie Wallis. Possession range with the Fire.
Defensive 3 seconds.
Pardon me, it was a defensive 3 seconds, not a foul, as David Godbolt goes to the charity stripe, shooting one. And the Fire will retain the ball. Now, before the ball's inbounded, we have a whistle and a stoppage for a second. And eventually we'll get things settled on here and get underway. 3 minutes to play in the third period. Munson on the near wing. Drives inside, double team, puts it up. And a foul is called underneath against the Outlaws. It'll be against Katie Moore. Going to the free throw line, shooting two is Deshaun Munson.
Personal foul number 2, Ricardo Artis. Taking back Canadian Evans is second. At the line is Deshaun Munson for 2.
His first free throw is up and no good. One more on the way.
Into the game for Potwotami, number 1.
Now this might be taken as a compliment, it might be taken as a dig, but whenever I see David Godbolt, I just think of Jared Dudley from the NBA. It's the white headband and the haircut, I promise you that. Next free throw is up and good for Munson. 22-point lead for Enid. Munson now has 16 points, leading Potwotami in scoring. At the far wing, kicking it to Katie Moore near wing. Moore backing down his man, gets fouled. His arm got hooked and ripped him down. And man, Katie Moore is one of the most interactive players on the bench with the fans around the court. It's so cool to see him go into the crowd, say hello to everybody before and after games, and really at halftime saying hello to everybody, saying thank you for coming out. Driving in, bounce pass inside, Moore for 2. And speaking of the devil, Katie Moore gets it to go. He now has 18 points. Munson on the far wing. Driving inside, spin move for 2. Got it and 1. Deshaun Munson with the contact. He's got 18 points now. 2:18 to play here in the third period. Outlaws 84, Fire 62 with a free throw on the way for the team out of Shawnee. Enid's depth is really being tested this stretch of games tonight and tomorrow night here in Enid. Without their second best three-point shooter and their 3 centers. Free throw up and good for Munson. He's now got 19. Now a three-quarter court press pseudo put on for Potwotami where they settle things down. Screen from Moore and a rollout. Now it's Evans on the top of the key. Kadavion inside to Jones. Kicks it. Extra pass. Wallace triple. Yes! Oh, what a find from Trent Jones. Gave up a good shot for a great shot for his teammate Venjie Wallis. And he connects from downtown. Inside. Back to the basket. Munson looking for help. Ball loose and a steal. It's a 3-on-1 break behind the back pass. Underhand to Jones for 2. But 2 shots are on the way for Venjie Wallis. He was fouled on the pass.
Number 15, David Godbolt is his second.
1:42 to play in the third period. Enid 87, Potwotami 63. At halftime, Enid led by 21. They've extended that lead to 24 as it stands. Free throw up and no good, rattled out. It's really been a tale of a couple of matchups between these two teams. The first 2 games these two teams played, one at Enid, one at Shawnee. were very close games. Down to the wire, really. Enid wins. And then a blowout. Fire win. And now Enid blowing out Potwotami. Nine points now for Venjie Wallis. Back to the basket. It's Joel Wright. Spin move for two. No good. No foul called. Rebound Wallace. Here come the Outlaws. And a foul is called. Joel Wright, not a heads-up foul, just trailing behind, kind of slapped the ball and caught the arm instead. And Joel Wright wants an explanation as why a foul was not called on his side of the court, but when he throws an arm, a foul's called against him. Going to the line, shooting two is Venjie Wallis. 1:22 to play in the third quarter. Enid in control, on top by 25. Venjie trying to extend that lead here. His first is good. And Wallace's next is also good. Transition layup. No one stopped him for Joel Wright, and no one got in front of him. He got the bucket to go. He's now got double digits. Other direction now. Katie Moore says hello to the backboard, and it's still shaking. A two-handed jam. Now a foul is called around the perimeter. A reach in against Enid. Will still be Potwotami ball with 1 minute to play here in this third period. Enid on top, well in control, leading by 27. And you really got to be happy for that Enid bench and be proud of what they're doing there. Sometimes when you're injured, you can be out of it. You can kind of have your head down because you want to be on the court. Joel Wright puts it up and misses the first free throw. He's got one more. But going absolute bananas on the sideline right now are Marcus Wallace and Quantel Denson ducking and covering their head on the missed layup. One more free throw on the way for Joel Wright. 60 seconds to play in this third quarter. They have a technical foul called on the Potwotami bench.
Technical foul on number 15, David Godbold.
It's against David Godbold, so one more free throw on the way for Joel Wright, and then Kadavion Evans will be on the other floor, shooting two. Potwotami really not happy with the whistles they're getting in this game, and the whistles they're not getting in this game. Unhappy with the officiating thus far, and voicing his opinion is Derek Rowland on the sideline. That free throw is up and good for Joel Wright. He's got 11 points. Now we should have tech free throws on the way for Enid. Now Katie Moore goes daps up some of his buddies on the sideline, on the baseline rather. And that's how you get more fans right there. Interacting with the crowd in a venue such as this where it's so easy to get everybody involved. Gotta love it. Now it's Kadavion Evans with the technical free throw. He knocks it down. And Kadavion's got 18 points in the game. Katie Moore is leading all scorers. He's got 20. And now it will be Enid ball, I had thought, after the technical foul, the shot in the ball. But still a conversation under the rim right now about the ruling. It was a simple reach and foul on the far wing. Joel Wright took his free throws. And then a technical foul called in the stoppage of play against David Godbolt. So it should be Enid ball. And now the Fire players are conversating, wondering what the ruling is here. And now the conversation goes to the scorer's table to settle things up. That's going to have another free throw on the way for Joel Wright. I may be mistaken. I thought he had taken both free throws already, but no, he's at the line right now, shooting one. So Wright puts it up and he puts it in. Enid ball, 1 minute to play here in this third quarter. Kadavion Evans at the front court, guarded up top by Tevin Foster. Swinging to Jones near wing, Trent Jones to Venjie Wallis far wing. Venjie inside, Euro step, reverse layup, no. Putback won't go either, but DeCarlos Holmes got fouled, and he will go to the free throw line, shooting two. If you're liking what you're seeing here and you are from Enid, but you couldn't make it to the game tonight, make sure you are in the building tomorrow night, 6 o'clock at the Stride Bank Center. The Enid Outlaws take on the Rockwall Severners. Remember last time that these two teams played, Rockwall actually upset Enid in this building on a big comeback win. And one more free throw for Holmes. Both are good. 40 seconds to play in this third period. At the far wing, Munson, crossover dribble, inside, layup off the glass, rimmed out. Rebound, Venjie Wallis. At the far wing, Kadavion Evans behind the back dribble. There's a 6-second differential between the game and shot clock. 14 on the shot clock. Driving on in is Evans, puts up an elbow jumper, off balance, yes! Oh, Kadavion Evans, so crafty. He's got 20 in the game. 13 seconds on the clock, shot clock turned off. Godbolt, a three. Back iron, no. Rebound, Trent Jones, Outlaw ball. They have a chance here at the end of the third quarter. Jones, underhand pass, no look, one-handed jam. Offensive foul will wipe away the basket. So Potwotami gets the ball back with 3 seconds to play in the third quarter. The Boo Birds come out from the Outlaws fans. They wanted that slam dunk to count, but it did not. Checking into the ball game for the Enid Outlaws, you'll have Jarrett Henderson. Shot at the horn, won't go. And that is the end of your third quarter. 3 down, 1 more to play with, 12 minutes on the clock here at the Stride Bank Center. Enid 97, Fires 66. It's a rout at the Stride Bank Center. We'll be back on TBL TV.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by Chick-fil-A. It is time for the balloon race. We're going to bring in our contestants. They'll start on the inline. They must make it the opposite inline with a balloon between their legs. How much fun will this be?
We got Emma, Colin, Brantley, Addison, Kendra, and Bentley. On the count of 3. We ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, I like the technique. I like the technique. I like the technique. Oh, look at that. Oh, slow down. He jumps. You gotta go back. You gotta go back. You gotta go back. You got it. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's the end. We got it, boys. We got it, boys. Finish strong, girl. Finish strong. Oh, don't get nervous. I'm right here. Don't get nervous. We got it.
Note the start time an hour earlier than tonight. 6 o'clock is the Rockwall Severners will come to town.
And we're back here on TBL TV. Enid 97, Potwotami 66. Here at the Stride Bank Center. Fourth quarter about to get underway here in downtown Enid. Fire will begin the fourth quarter with the basketball. A lot to ask for them to come back in this game. A 31-point lead for Enid. Munson swings it far wing. Corralling it is Dwayne Lathan. Now it's Foster far wing. Foster inside. He led all scoring with 33 points in last game for the Fire. Foster pump fake to 3. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Munson, the reverse layup. It's good, excuse me. He went up and way under on the layup for Deshaun Munson. Now Jones drives inside but lost it. It's a steal other direction. Draylen Triplett with the steal. Pass ahead, layup up and good for Dwayne Lathan. (97-70). 27-point lead for Enid. Trent Jones open for 3, won't shoot it. Some defense coming from Lathan. At the far wing, Kadavion Evans guarded by Foster. Gets a screen, pass inside to Holmes. It's thrown away. Deshaun Munson with the steal. Pass ahead to Lathan. Reverse layup. It is good on the Euro step. Lathan thought he got fouled, but he did not. At least no whistle was blown. Now Enid ball. Timeout called on the floor by the Outlaws, and we'll take a break with them. 97-72. The Enid Outlaws are on top by 25. 10:39 to play in this one. Outlaws on top big. We'll be right back on TBL TV.
We'd like to thank Cherokee Ranch Land and Cattle Company, the official restaurant of your Enid Outlaws, for providing pregame meals for the team, and also Rodney Carrington for providing tonight's post-game meal.
Shout out to Rodney.
He'll be performing here at the Stride Bank Center on April 30th, so get your tickets now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got my guy Spider-Man here, right here at center court. He's gonna draw for the 50-50. We got $157 on the line. I'm gonna read the last 4 digits. Everybody get your tickets. Can I get some feet, please? Let me get some feet. Oh, come on, you can do louder than that. Ticket number 8130. 8130.
Right here.
Hey, we got a winner! Come on out. Let's do some ticket verification here. Compute this into the system. I think it's a match. We got a winner, Madeline. Let's make some noise. Try to make center for Madeline. Now, Stride Bank Center, let's make some noise for the last quarter for your Enid Outlaws.
Back here on TBL TV, Enid 97, Potwotami 72. I'm Christian Cat on the call, the voice of the Enid Outlaws here at the Stride Bank Center. The Outlaws are on top by 25. Top of the key of Chuck Guy, bounce pass to KD Moore in the far wing. KD back to the basket, drives inside, shot is partially blocked. What a play from Tevin Foster. Rebound Fire. It's Lathan at the logo. Dwayne Lathan hands up to Godbolt. Now on the far wing, you'll have Deshaun Munson. Munson backing down. Kadavion Evans kicks it out to Godbolt, far elbow. Now Lathan near wing. Ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Potwotami. Venjie Wallis is saying, I don't know what you're talking about. They didn't touch my hand. What? That is the ruling that he tipped it out of bounds. It'll stay with Potwotami. Near wing, Munson drives in, spin move, shot up and no good, partially blocked. His putback won't go. His second putback won't go. His third putback won't go. And his fourth putback is going to be rebounded by the Enid Outlaws. Bounce pass inside, Evans for 2, got it, and 1! The rookie out of LSU Shreveport got it to go, and the foul. There's a reason Kadavion Evans leads the team in scoring this season. Averaging 20 points per game. Plays like that and his perimeter shooting has steadily improved throughout this season. Free throw up and no good. Out of the direction come the Potwotami Fire. Kevin Foster near wing. Gets a screen from Godbolt. Resets to Godbolt near wing. A three-pointer is short, out of bounds, and it's going to be Enid ball. (99-72), the Enid Outlaws lead the Potwotami Fire. At the far wing, Chuck Guy directing traffic inside. Guy at the point is guarded up top by Triplett. He drives right through him and puts it up and good. Oh, Chuck Guy would not be stopped. Enid breaks the 100-point. Falling down was Venjie Wallis. Pops back up to his feet to stop the break. Near corner, driving in Lathan. Puts it up and puts it in. Did not take too many steps. Maintained his balance and composure and finished at the rack. 101-74, Enid on top. Trent Jones to the near wing, and the near elbow had it poked out of his hands. He pulls up for the Jimmy. It's good. Oh, Trent Jones. He's so quick on the release on his shot. He can pull up from anywhere. Now Deshaun Munson has it near wing. Near corner, Foster a triple. It's too strong. Rebound Foster, and Foster got fouled. Let's take a look at the schedule for both these teams coming up soon. So for Enid, they're back at home tomorrow where they'll take on the Rockwall Seveners. And then it's a long break. It's the All-Star break, the All-Star weekend, where the best and the brightest of the TBL will converge in Syracuse for a three-point contest, dunk contest, and the All-Star game between the best of the TBL and the best of the Canadian Basketball League up north. After that game, after that All-Star break, as Kadavion trips a three, it won't go. Rebound Godbolt, and a foul's going to be called against KD Moore. You got to love it, fighting for every rebound, even though the score is way out of hand. A 27-point lead for Enid. Godbolt and KD Moore still giving all their effort, all their enthusiasm, and all their energy. After the All-Star break, Enid will return home. They'll take on a big game, I mean a massive game, with the Sugar Land Imperials on April 21st. Pull-up jumper is up and no good from Rigmaiden. Enid ball. After that game with the Sugar Land Imperials, Enid faces the Little Rock Lightning on April 24th on the road, and they face Rockwall again on April 29th on the road as well. Far wing, it's Chuck Guy with the fancy dribble moves, using his joystick, shot off the glass, it's good! Oh, Chuck Guy, he's just making stuff up on the court. 31-point lead for Enid. Godbolt on the far wing, hands off to Rigmaiden. Nathaniel Rigmaiden swings to the Godbolt far wing, down the far corner. Lathan drives inside, and the defense from Trent Jones forces a jump ball. Nice play from Trent Jones, and he barks at his sideline and his bench. If one good thing can come out of having a lot of your guys injured, it is seeing the rest folks shine, especially at this point of the season. Trent Jones, Venjie Wallis, not getting as many minutes as they would have if not for these injuries. Rigmaiden gets a jump, puts it up, puts it no good, off the rim. Rebound Enid, here come the Outlaws. Guy swings it, Evans backdoor cutting, baseline jumper, no. And a foul's going to be called, fighting for the rebound against Enid's Jarrett Henderson. Jarrett Henderson is relatively new to the Outlaws. He comes to us from the University of West Florida, a 6'6" forward. Also new to Enid is DeMontre McFarland, the center at a Southern University. Top of the key. Lathan drives in, picks up his dribble, swings it around the perimeter. Triplett to the far corner. Now Rick Maiden driving baseline. Pumps up once, puts it up, puts it. No good, but he got fouled by Chuck Guy. And Nate Rick Maiden will go to the free throw line, shooting 2. 6:43 to play here in this fourth quarter. Enid on top, 105-74.
That is his 5th personal foul. Team foul number
And
3.
Chuck Guy, and now has 5 fouls. Rick Maiden's first is up and good.
Rick Maiden.
Timeout called on the floor. We'll take a timeout with them. 6:43 to play in the fourth period. It is all Enid Outlaws. They're on top, 105-75. We'll take a break on TBL TV.
Friday, a bowling tournament going on at Oakwood Bowl. Thursday night, open to the first 14 paid teams. Friday night, open to the first 40 paid teams. And 2 games in Schuberl included. There's going to be a raffle for autographed merchandise and some more great surprises. And if you would like some more information, come to the merchandise table. And don't forget, when you're at the merchandise table, they've got some great new stuff at the merchandise table. So check that out on your way out tonight. And once again, we would also like to thank those who made Family Fun Night happen tonight. Gathered events for the Bounce House. Lash Out with Ashley for the face painting. Kona Ice for the snow cones. And Starfire Celebration for the food truck. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Don't forget, we're going to do it again tomorrow night at 6 o'clock as the Rockwell Senators come to town. Note the start time, 6 p.m.
And we're back here on TBL TV. Enid on top by 30 in this TBL Central clash. Rick Maiden's free throw is up and short. Rebound Venjie Wallis. Looking at the TBL Central standings. Coming into this game, the Potwotami Fire were in first place at 8-2 on the season. Looks like they will end up being tied, depending on what the other scores across the league are with Shreveport and Dallas. But they'll be tied with Enid at 8-3, both on the season. Chuck Guy got the bucket to go. Enid on top by 32 now. Rick Maiden at the point. Dumps it inside. Back to the basket. Draylon Triplett drives inside. Reverse layup is good. Draylon Triplett with a nice finish and a nice drive to the rim. Back to a 30-point game. Chuck Guy at the near front court. Gets the screen, dribbles to the far wing. Chuck Guy playing with 5 fouls, gets it to Trent Jones in the near wing. Hand off, driving on is Jared Henderson. Layup up, good, and one! Jared Henderson, a newer Enid Outlaw from the West Florida, connects on the bucket. Count the basket and the foul.
Look for the foul at number 13, Luther Page. It's his 3rd.
109-77, Enid on top with a free throw on the way for Jared Henderson. Free throw off the back iron, no good. Rebound Evans, back to Henderson. Travels and turns it over. He went a jump step and a gather. When he did that, he got met by the chest. Stopped him stone cold of Page. And when he did that, he kind of stuttered his feet a little bit to be victim of the turnover. 109-77, Outlaws lead the Fire. Rick Maiden to the near wing. Tablet to Nathaniel Rick Maiden to the far wing. Lost the ball, out of bounds. It'll go to. Stay with the Fire. Inbound to the far elbow jumper. No, excuse me, the corner jumper won't go. Long rebound, Venjie Wallis leading the break 3-on-2. Henderson got fouled and will go to the free throw line, shooting 2. (109-77), Outlaws lead the Fire. At 5:19 to play in this fourth period.
On number 7, Theo Johnson is 4th. At the free throw line for your Outlaws, Jarrett Henderson shoots 2.
So it's a good thing to see if you are head coach Mark Danoff of the Enid Outlaws. Garrett Henderson, a newer addition to the team, seeing what he can do. You got 5 minutes to see what your bench guys got and who you can maybe slide into the depth chart a little bit. Maybe guys you can rely on. They maybe previously didn't know you could rely on them. But Henderson has came out strong here off the bench. One of the newer Outlaws. Rig Maiden in the far wing, swings it. Far wing, Lathan inside, shot rejected. Katie Moore says no soup for you. Rejects the two-handed dunk. And now the pass inside of Moore went behind him. He turns it over. Rig Maiden leading the break. 2-on-2, layup up, good. Oh, Nathaniel Rig Maiden. What a play. With heavy contact, no whistle, but a high degree of difficulty for Nathaniel Rig Maiden. 4:38 to play in the fourth quarter. Enid on top, 110-79. 31-point lead, open for three as Wallace. He shoots and he scores. Venjie Wallis eats his veggies. 34-point lead. Now a pull-up three for Rig Maiden. His won't go, it rimmed out, and a foul is called underneath, fighting for the rebound. It's going the other direction. Enid ball on the loose ball foul. It's against Luther Page. 4:17 to play here in the fourth period. It has been absolutely all Enid Outlaws here on this Friday night. A well-needed victory for Enid in this game. Yeah, they did get a win against the winless Little Rock Lightning last week on Sunday, but that was on the heels of back-to-back losses. One, a big blowout loss against this very Potwotami Fire team, and one, a comeback loss against the 2-7 Rockwall Seveners. So back-to-back ugly losses there. Enid needed a win like this to right some of the wrongs and get back in the win column. Free throw is good by Katie Moore. He's got one more on the way. And the next free throw for Moore. That one's knocked down. 115-79. Enid on top. For Potwotami, I mean, not much changes for them. They'll fall to 8-3 with all three losses coming to the Enid Outlaws. Two of them in this building, one of them at home. So it gets real crowded at the top of the TBL Central. We'll see if I can grab some scores from across the league right now. If anything's updated, I'll be happy to see, but no, I don't see any scores from beyond the league. But you can click around on TBL TV if you have the league pass and go see the score of the Shreveport Mavericks and Dallas Skyline, their games if they're in action. Go see how they're doing. Same thing with the Sugar Land Imperials, who, after starting 5-0, have now dropped to 5-3.
At the free throw line, number 13, Luther Page shoots 2.
Page going to line, shooting 2 with under 4 minutes to play in the fourth period. His first is no good. He's got one more on the way. Really a fantastic crowd here on Family Fun Night at the Stride Bank Center in downtown Enid. Rooting on their Outlaws, and that adds to the energy as Page will hit his second of 2 free throws. 35-point lead for Enid as the this game has been decided win-loss wise. It's a matter of the score. At the free throw line, kicking it out, it's Katie Moore in the far wing. He drives inside, pass to Henderson is going out of bounds. No, it's going to be stolen away. Here come the Fire. Top of the key, driving inside. Lathan for 2. Rejected! Oh, out of the clouds! Are you kidding me? Jared Henderson! And the collapsing on the bench is Quantel Denson. He can't believe it. And Mark Danoff gives a little bit of a chuckle, usually very stoic on the bench. Well, that block just reverberated, and I think they felt some houses shake in Shawnee. Are you kidding me? NSFW. Foul called on the shot attempt after that inbound. So to Carl going to the free throw line, shooting 2 will be Lathan Page. His first, rimmed out. 115-80. Outlaws on top. 3:33 to play in the fourth period. Page's next free throw is good. Now Venjie Wallis, he has played so many minutes in this game. He started, one of the guys that wouldn't be typically a starter, but due to injuries is on the floor. Now Katie Moore to the rack, one-handed slam, oh my goodness! I think they would have shut down traffic on the cross-section of Randolph and Grand if that slam dunk went down. But Katie Moore wasn't able to finish it. He got fouled, and will go to the free throw line, shooting 2. If that slam dunk went down, Katie Moore might have been taken out of this building in handcuffs for crimes against humanity. And Quantel Denson is giving it to him on the bench. First free throw, no good for Moore. He's got one more on the way. And Katie is one of the fan favorites here, alongside Quantel Denson. Next free throw, that one is good. Stick around after the final buzzer, after triple zeros on the clock, for the postgame show here on TBL TV, where we will have exclusive interviews with some of the impact players of the Enid Outlaws, with head coach Mark Danoff of the Enid Outlaws, and much more. Break down what went down. At the near wing, you'll have Venjie Wallis hand off to Katie Moore. Moore drives inside. Kicks it out to Trent Jones from the far wing. Trent pulls up, puts it up for 2. It's short, and rebounded by Rick Maiden. Here come the Fire. Near wing, a 3 for Lathan in transition. No, rebound Jones. 2:44 to play. Spin move Jones. Oh, how pretty. His shot's rejected. I don't know if a foul was called or not. It looked pretty clean to me. What a block in transition by Theo Johnson. It's a timeout called on TBL TV. We'll take a break with them here at the Stride Bank Center. It's all Enid Outlaws, 116-81. We'll take a break right now.
Tonight will be the final ball game in an Outlaws uniform for D'Angelo Hunter, but it's good news. He's going to go make some money overseas, actually heading down to Mexico, where he will be playing with last year's Outlaw, Wayne Reynolds. So how about a big hand for D'Angelo Hunter as he is going to continue his pro career and make a little cash on the side. That is what it's all about in the TBL, and that is giving players opportunities.
Back here on TBL TV, you just heard the news from Tom Nelson on the public address announcing. D'Angelo Hunter is going overseas to play in Mexico with former Outlaw Wayne Reynolds. So congratulations to him, D'Angelo Hunter. And he finishes on a great game. Hunter has been sparkling, and he gets a lot of congratulations on the sideline. He can't help but root for him and root for any TBL player that moves up to the next level. It's what it's all about. Former Enid Outlaws all around the globe right now. Overseas, Devin Harris and Omega Harris. Good shooting guards that will rejoin the team soon. They want to put that Enid Outlaw uniform back on. Trent Jones to inbound from the baseline. They'll get it into Jared Henderson on the far wing. Henderson hands off to Jones. Jones, a three-pointer to Holmes. Yes! Oh, to Carlos Holmes says hello to Enid with a triple. And the Outlaws can't do anything wrong here this evening. Three-pointer on the way is no good. And we're going to have a foul call to going for the rebound against the Outlaws. 119-81. That's a 38-point lead for Enid at the Stride Bank Center in front of a raucous crowd here in downtown Enid. putting their best foot forward and encouraging fans to come out tomorrow night. 6 p.m. tip-off between Enid and Rockwall in this building.
That is his 6th personal foul.
So Katie Moore fouls out, and he's going to get a big round of applause from the sidelines. The crowd loves themselves from Katie Moore, and Chuck Guy will check into the ball game. Free throw up and no good. One more on the way for Dwayne Lathan. Coming up next for the Potwotami Fire. Their schedule lines up as follows. They're also in action on Saturday tomorrow. They'll face the Little Rock Lightning on the road in Little Rock. Then they're at home versus the Rockwall Seveners on the 22nd after the All-Star break. A back-to-back, they'll face the Sugar Land Imperials on April 23rd. And on April 29th, they'll play the Little Rock Lightning. Chuck Guy, top of the key, passing it. Holmes along two. It's short and rebounded by Holmes. He got his own rebound. Baseline now. Ball ripped out of his hands. The steal for Rigmaiden. Pass ahead. Bounce pass to Lathan. Puts up a shot. Oh, a block, but a foul was called. Jared Henderson is not holding anything back. My word. He is called for the foul that time. Not a clean block, so going to the free throw line, shooting two is Dwayne Lathan.
Correction number 15, Jared Henderson is second.
1:51 to play in the fourth period. As the Enid Outlaws are about to win their second straight game after losing 2 straight, both of them being home games. Lathan knocks down that free throw, 119 to 84. Chuck Guy directing traffic. Gets the screen from Henderson. They switch off. Now Triplets guarding him at the far wing. Chuck Guy pulls up from downtown. It's short. Rebound Holmes. No, it's out of bounds off of his fingertips. And Potwotami gets the ball back. Great crowd here in attendance at the Stride Bank Center. It's a big sports community. Whether it's football, baseball, or basketball, the Wheat Capital loves them some sports. Triplet turnaround jumper. No, but a foul is called. Going to the free throw line, shooting two is Draylon Triplet.
Personal foul number 15, Jared Henderson is third. Free throws are coming.
Make sure you follow the TBL on Facebook as well as the Enid Outlaws and the Potwotami Fire. There's many more of these clashes where this one came from between these two teams. Not very fans of one another, very familiar with one another. And the budding rivalry, the Red Dirt rivalry here in the TBL. Free throw's no good, and the foul is called going for the rebound against DeCarlos Holmes. Again, if you missed it, going to Mexico to play at the next level in his pro journey is D'Angelo Hunter. Just got signed to play on the same team south of the border alongside Wayne Runnels. A minute 20 to play in this fourth period. They're deliberating on whether or not this is a flagrant foul or is it a common foul on the floor. And they will give it a flagrant one. The Outlaws always sign autographs after the game on the northwest corner of the floor. He knocks down those free throws. This game grinds to a halt here in downtown Enid. My name is Christian Cat, the voice of the Outlaws. If you ever tune into a home game here in downtown Enid, you will hear my voice. For the Enid Outlaws, a fun season so far and many more games to be played. Driving in his triplet baseline layup, no good, too strong. Putback attempt is good from Page. Now Trent Jones moving the break. Top of the key, pulls up for a three. Why not? That's back iron, no good. A rebound, Holmes. Turnaround jumper for Holmes is good. DeCarlos Holmes connects on a turnaround jumper on a second chance opportunity. 1 minute to go in regulation. Ball out of bounds. it'll stay with the Fire. 121 to 89. No two ways about it. It's a blowout here in downtown Enid. But you know what? I haven't seen anybody leave the building. You know, Shawnee fans have driven 2 hours to get here. Jumper up and it will get the friendly roll for Dwayne Lathan. And Enid just taking in the hoops, getting most out of their action for their tickets. Tomorrow night for Enid, it is Service Members Night, where fire, police, EMS, and military will get in for only $5. Jones throws it out of bounds. It's turned over. And the Fire take over.
Firefighters for coming out tonight. Your job is done.
At the far wing, Rim made in a triple. Rim down. I don't know how that one didn't fall in. It was halfway in, but bounced out. And now with Enid ball, and they can dribble this one out. A millisecond difference between the game and shot clock. And the Enid Outlaws blow out the Potwotami Fire, 121 to 91. A great game all around. We'll have some stats, recap, reaction, and more. After this, the postgame show on TBL TV. Exclusive interviews with head coach Mark Danoff. And impact players in this game, players that made this one a blowout Outlaw win. 121-91, Outlaws win by 30. We'll be back with postgame show on TBL TV.
Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Please be safe on your drive home, wherever you may be going. One more time, folks, for your Outlaws. They'll be signing autographs on the north side of the arena. Go grab an autograph to your postgame, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
I don't have it yet.
zone behind the north basket.
Yeah, he's coming up. So I think we're going to do him first. So after the interview, Coach Tony.
A final here at the Shrine Bank Center on TBL TV for the postgame show. Enid 121, Potwotami 91. It's a big 30-point win for the Enid Outlaws. Their second straight win. Right now joined with Enid head coach Mark Danhoff after a big Outlaws win. What did you see from the sideline, Coach?
I saw all kinds of things, but I just want to say this. I don't think I've ever been more proud of a group of guys. You know, we talked before that. We talked at walkthrough earlier today, and I said, you know, the coaching staff met, and we said, you know, the guys who'll be wearing uniforms are more than good enough to win this game tonight against a very good basketball team. Now, we're going to be undersized, but your fight, your grit, your passion to win will be enough to overcome that. And sure enough, I didn't expect it was going to be like this, but the performance they put on tonight, the fight, they competed for 48 minutes. You know, on the board, all we put was believe in each other, trust in each other, compete for 48 minutes with each other, and it said go out and have fun with each other. And look what happened. They went out and did everything we asked them to do, and hey, it was a lot of fun.
And now coming to this game rather undermanned. 4 guys that are usually key components toward your scheme offensively and defensively. Your 3 bigs, and Marcus Wallace, probably your second best three-point shooter. What's been happening this week? Yeah, fill me in.
You know, I don't have a lot of answers to that. Everyone says we got bit by the bug. We got bit by 2 bugs, the injury bug, and we got bit by a virus. We have a stomach virus going through our team right now, and we're trying to get it controlled. We're trying to get everybody separated and doing the right things. Tonight will be big. We got another game tomorrow. The day you need a day off, you don't get one. But we're trying to get that under control. The injuries are just unfortunate. You know, my assistant, Manuel Tony, said, hey, listen, all of this is out of our control. Let's go control what we can control, and he's exactly right. We went out there and we controlled the game. So.
And now, what defensively did you do inside? A week from today, last week, Munson and Allen really ate Enid alive inside the paint. And on the opposite side of the floor, Enid couldn't make a layup. What happened differently tonight that didn't happen last week?
Well, offensively, right away, we got the shots we wanted last week. We just didn't make them. You know, we just had a night where we just couldn't put the ball in the hole. And that was the key tonight. We told them, hey, we just need to see the ball go through the hole. And we saw it go through the hole at Little Rock, so we got a pretty good start there. So we had to carry it over. Defensively, I'm going to be honest. Ricky said, I want 6. I said, you got him. Take him. He was sick as a dog, and he said, I got 6, Coach. I said, okay, we'll move you down there. We just made some adjustments. And we actually had a game plan for when we went small, if Corey couldn't go, which involved more trapping of the post and running at some people when we needed to and just scrambling hard. And we only did it a few times. The guys just sat down and played sound and solid with 6. You asked about 6. We said, now you can't play behind. You got to get hand and foot around, so he has to catch the ball 2 or 3 feet further out than where he normally wants to catch it. They did a fantastic job of that tonight. And they were scrappy. When guys tried to bounce it in there, they went and got it.
And now, Katie Moore, man, what more can you say about him this evening, whether it's on the stat sheet or whether it's talking to the fans, talking to the crowd, talking with his teammates, going crazy on the bench, going crazy with the bench? What can you say about Katie Moore this evening and what he provides for your team this season?
I tell you what, he just provides us with so much energy and passion. We've got a real passionate group. They really want to win. Sometimes we get in our own way once in a while, but KD comes in and provides that energy. He provides that aggressiveness. We talk all the time about getting paint touches. And KD is the perfect example of someone who just gets paint touches and he gets downhill. And when our guys see him getting there, they start going right behind him, and then everybody, it gets contagious, and he goes. But I'm really proud of KD. He's really come on here in the last 3 weeks. He's focused on what his role is and embracing and being a star in his role instead of trying to do everything else that maybe he wanted to do. He's embraced what his role is, and he's become a star in it.
Now, quick turnaround. You mentioned game tomorrow, 6 o'clock, right here at the Stride Bank Center, taking on Rockwall, who got the better of Enid last time these two teams met. What's going to be the conversation in the locker room? I know I've caught you before you head to the locker room. What's the conversation with right now, knowing you play in less than 24 hours?
Yeah, well, first of all, we're going to talk about how proud I am of them and how well they played and all the good things they did tonight and how they played together and shared the ball, and we just enjoyed playing with each other. We said embrace each other's success, and they did that tonight. Then we got to quickly make the turn, enjoy it for a little bit here, eat a post-game meal, but then we got to make the turn. We don't have that day in between. We've got to focus on Rockwall. Rockwall is a very good team. Now, they won't be as big as we saw tonight, so they'll have people to run with us. So it's going to really be about hydrating, eating right, getting enough sleep, take care of ourselves so that we got healthy guys for tomorrow. And then when we get to tomorrow, we'll start talking about how we're going to play against them.
Coach, as always, it's a pleasure. Go enjoy the win with your team, and we'll talk to you next time.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
We got more on TBL TV's post-game show here. I'm Christian Cow with the Enid Outlaws. We'll be right back. Back here on TBL TV for the postgame show, the Enid Outlaws beat the Potwotami Fire 121-91 in a jam-packed Stride Bank Center. Right now, joined with me is KD Moore. Dropped 23 points on 10 of 14 shooting. KD, what was working for you out there?
Getting to the rim, just doing what I do best and helping my team with the flow of our offense and just keeping ourselves a unit.
And now your head coach, Danoff, was telling me about how you have a kind of a new role and you embraced your new role with this team. Can you describe what that new role is for you?
My role is to get downhill and play defense and kick the ball out to my shooters whenever I can get the chance to. But other than that, I'm attacking that rim.
And how good did this win feel over Potwotami after a week last week on Friday night? They kind of gave it to you guys in the same fashion blowout. What did it feel like on that court with a big lopsided victory here in front of the home crowd?
This was one of the best wins I've had in my career because it was a solid team win. We've been going through adversity, and that's been one of our biggest things this year. We were down like 4 or 5 people. We had sick people, and we stuck together and won this game by a big margin when nobody else probably thought we could.
And now I see you throughout the entire game, halftime, pregame, middle of the game, high-fiving fans on the sidelines, having fun. What is it like with people around the court? How much do you appreciate these fans in the community?
Man, I love this community, and I love these fans. I get to go to work every day, and I get to play basketball. A lot of people got to go do it 9 to 5, so I enjoy what I do with a passion. It's the best thing ever. I get to go do what I've been doing all my life and get paid for it with all these great fans cheering me on and stuff. You can't beat that. You can't beat that.
And I got one more question for you before we say hello. You can ice up. Quick turnaround tomorrow. Game at 6 o'clock here in the same building. At least you don't have to be on a long bus ride for it. But what's the mindset tonight going into tomorrow, knowing it's that quick turnaround back-to-back?
The job's not done. We can't be satisfied with this win. This is over with. We can enjoy it while it was done, but now we got to move on and prepare for the next people.
Katie, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, sir.
That's all from TBL TV coverage of Enid versus Potwotami here on a Friday night at the Stride Bank Center. Final score 121-91. Your Enid Outlaws get the big blowout win in front of a raucous home crowd. And Enid's back in action. Quick turnaround tomorrow, 6 p.m. here at the Stride Bank Center where they take on the Rockwall Seveners, where Enid's going to be looking for a lot of payback there. Remember last time those two teams met? It was a comeback, upset win, Rockwall over Enid. And for Rockwall, they're only 2-7 this season. Enid improves to 8-3 on the season and a tie for first place in the TBL Central. From everyone here at TBL TV, I'm Christian Cat with the Enid Outlaws. We'll talk to you next time.